Hello and welcome to our channel. Today's story is about a turtle that many animals in the forest used to make fun of because of its slowness. But little did they know, this creature had a secret set of skills that would one day prove invaluable in saving the forest from a disastrous flood. How will the turtle's patience and unique characteristics help save the forest? Let's find out. Once upon a time, in a forest far away, lived a group of animals of all shapes and sizes. They all had their own strengths and abilities, but there was one animal that seemed to be the subject of constant ridicule from the others, a small, slow-moving turtle named Timmy. Timmy was always the last one to arrive anywhere, and the other animals would make fun of him for it. "Hey, Timmy, did you forget how to walk again?" the rabbits would tease. "What's the matter, Timmy? Are you moving in slow motion?" the squirrels would taunt. Even the small insects would laugh and jeer as Timmy made his way through the forest. Despite all the teasing and jokes at his expense, Timmy was a kind-hearted and patient turtle. He didn't let the other animals' unkind words get to him, and he always tried to help others whenever he could. One day, a terrible storm swept through the forest. Strong winds knocked down trees and rain poured down in sheets. The other animals were all frightened and scrambling for shelter. The next morning, as the storm subsided, the animals emerged from their hiding places to assess the damage. That's when they saw it. A massive tree had fallen across the small stream, blocking their path to safety. The water had risen rapidly during the storm, and it was still rising. If they couldn't find a way to remove the tree soon, the water would flood the forest and wash away everything in its path. The animals were scared and worried. They had never experienced anything like this before. They paced around nervously, trying to come up with a plan. "We have to do something," said the rabbit. "We can't just stand here and let the water flood the forest." "But what can we do?" asked the squirrel. "The tree is too big for us to move. We need someone strong and powerful to help us," said the deer. The animals looked around, hoping to find someone who could help them. That's when they noticed Timmy, the slow-moving turtle, making his way towards them. "What's going on?" asked Timmy. "The tree has fallen across the stream," said the rabbit. "We need to remove it before the water floods the forest." "But how?" asked Timmy. "We don't know," said the deer. "The tree is too big for us to move." The animals looked at Timmy skeptically. They knew he was slow and weak, and they didn't think he could help them. But Timmy was determined to try. "I will find a way to help," he said. And with that, Timmy dived into the water and began his mission to save the forest. As Timmy swam towards the fallen tree, he could feel the current pushing against him. It was strong, but he knew he had to keep going. He reached the tree and looked at it closely. It was massive, and there was no way he could move it on his own. But Timmy didn't give up. He searched for a sharp object to cut through the thick trunk. After a while, he found a small sharp stone lying nearby, and he knew that it was his only chance to save the forest. With his newfound tool, Timmy began to cut through the tree. It was tough work, but he persisted. He knew that he had to keep going, no matter how difficult it seemed. The other animals watched in amazement as Timmy worked tirelessly to cut through the tree. They had never seen such determination and courage in such a small creature. They began to feel ashamed of the way they had treated Timmy in the past. Finally, after many hours of hard work, Timmy succeeded in cutting through the tree. Water began to flow through the newly created outlet, and the forest was saved from the flood. The animals cheered, and Timmy smiled with satisfaction. From that day on, the other animals respected Timmy for his patience, courage, and perseverance. They no longer made fun of him for being slow. Instead, they saw him as a hero who had saved their lives and their home. Timmy knew that his slow and steady approach had paid off. He had proven that even the smallest and slowest among them could make a big difference if they had the determination to succeed. And he had earned the respect of all the animals in the forest, which was the greatest reward of all. And so, the once mocked turtle had become a beloved member of the forest community. He showed everyone that true strength and resilience come not from being the fastest or the strongest, but from having patience, kindness, a steady heart, and appreciating the beauty of the world around us. And that's the story of how the turtle saved the forest from a disastrous flood. From being mocked and ridiculed for its slowness, the turtle proved that sometimes the greatest strength comes from having patience, perseverance, and a unique set of skills. In the end, the other animals in the forest realized how wrong they were to tease the turtle and learned to respect and appreciate its valuable contributions. We hope you enjoyed this story and learned something new today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you for listening.